press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hi students, we are discussing about the Biot and Savaret law related applications. Magnetic field at any point along the axis and at the center of the circular coil, or magnetic field produced due to a straight conductor carrying current or any current element. We are continuing that. We are taking some more examples which are likely to be appearing in JEE and NET. Let us take the example 1. Let the current pass like the wire is bent in the form shown, and this is the radius R. If the current I is flowing in this wire, so you can what is the field at the center is asked. So this current which produces the magnetic field, if you look into, the field is here into the board, here B1 producing at this point into the board, this also into the board. See the arrow mark according to right hand clasp rule. If B3 is also into the board, but this is anti-clockwise, it is out of the board, is B2. Three fields are there, but magnetic field at B0, B1 plus B3 plus B2. These two are into the board by straight wire, but this is out of the board half circle. For each one same, therefore, because both are added into the board, maybe into the board I assign sign minus 2 both together. Mu naught I by 4 pi, radius is R. This distance is R. Mu naught I by 4 pi R of each one. There are two therefore, but into the board I taken here minus. The plus out of the board, mu naught I by 4R, half circle. So if I am to make this multiplied by pi and divided by pi for taking common out, mu naught I by 4 pi R. Mu naught I by 4 pi R, mu naught I by 4 pi R, pi, and here it is minus 2. As you know, 4 pi R 2, it is mu naught I by 4 R, field may be into the board. So that is one. We got here mu naught I by 4 R, it is pi by 2, better is finally answer comes to be out of board. I think followed here half wire, both fields added at this point to mu naught I by 4 pi R, and half circle carrying current anti-clockwise. These two field is into the board, whereas the half circle field is out of the board. Let us take another example. The current may be passing like this, and this distance is R. Current carrying, this B1 is 0 because I told you that at O B1 becomes 0, it is in line with the wire, and this is an arc. B2 into the board gives because current is clockwise, and again if you see this as per the right hand clasp rule, it also produces the field into the board B3. As B1 is 0, B0 is equal to B2 plus B3 only. B2 is mu naught I by 2R, half circle, quarter circle it is, mu naught I by 2R into 1 by 4, 1/4. Mu naught I by 2R for the whole circle, 1/4 of the circle, plus half straight line, mu naught I by 4 pi R, or mu naught I by 8R plus mu naught I by 4 pi R. We can simplify as appeared in the options in the question paper. You can make the suitable arrangement from this. This is the field by quarter of the circle, and this is the field by the straight line portion of the wire. Into the board, the field is both giving you. Let us take the third example. Infinitely long wire bent like and went straight, and again here bent in the forum and proceeded straight. This radius is our field at the center is how much? However, before going to, I take B1 is 0 because it is in line with point O. B1 is 0, it is in line. And again, I can say this, if I called it as B2, it is also 0 because it is in line. What are remained? I can take this as B3 and B4. Both are out of pole because current is anti-clockwise. Current is anti-clockwise, and in this. So let us make the current to be reverse, better to have here. Current is anti-clockwise. In this also, and again in this anti-clockwise, both are outward. And if you see this, also produce the field outward. If I called it as B5, and again it is also produce the field outward B6. 2 quarter circle, this is the portion 90 degree, and this is the portion 90 degree. B3, B4, B3 plus B4 at B0 if you want the field, and straight line portion B5 plus B6, all are outward field giving at the center. But these two are 1/8 of the portion as we determined here, quarter portion. I take 2 mu naught I by 8R. Each one is mu naught I by 8R, 2 times both. Again, half length mu naught I by 4 pi R into 2 because 2 wires. These two give the field of same magnitude and direction at the center outward. These two produces, but these two produce 0. So finally I can write it as mu naught I by 4R plus mu naught I by 2 pi R. So this is out of the board towards us the magnetic field is. So the 3 cases different shown here. 1 arc, half circle part and 2 straight line. 1 arch, 2 straight line. 2 arch, 2 straight line portion. Let us go to another example. So the fourth one, imagine a circle. Current is carried in the forum, split as I1 and I2 here. Here it is I, and again it is went out. What is the field at the center? And this will be the radius. One thing you know, if the wire current enters and leave this entire circular loop, due to circular loop is 0 because one carries the current in the anti-clockwise and other carries the current in the clockwise. Net field at the center is 0, we discussed. Now the two parts, this fields they give, if you look into, the field is coming outward and B1 for the straight portion, and this also produces the field outward B2. Both are added, B0 equal to B1 plus B2. Both are additive, therefore mu naught I by 4 pi r or mu naught I by 2 pi r outward field. That's what we got there. Let us see another example. So the wire is like this part of a circle. This completes a circle, and if we joined, that may be the center. So let this may be the radius, and at this center B0 is how much? The wire is X, Y, Z. One chord arc of A, X, Y, Z, current I. How much the field is at the center? One I can see from this, as the current is clockwise, field is into the board. Here, if you see the current, it is moving in the clockwise, field is into the board. But this gives you the out of the board. If I taken B1 is into the board, whereas the downward current towards that side. So this is upward current into the, but it is outward B2, gives you this. So magnetic field at the center is mu naught I by, this arch length is, I use the relation mu naught theta by 4 pi r. This theta, if they given the values, so it may be 60 and 60 degree, if they given like that. So this total is 120, plus it is into the board. For this I want x distance. It is a straight wire carrying current of length xy and this distance x to center. Mu naught I divided by 4 pi x into sine 60 plus sine 60. These two are sine 60. This is the wire carrying current and the field is out of the board. Mu naught I by 4 pi r, 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3 is the 120 degree total angle forming at this, just if you consider the loop of this, just a arc length xy producing the field with the angle 120. And if you want x here, if you see the x, if it is r, adjacent side by hypotenuse is cos 60. R cos 60 is equal to r by 2. So this produce the field into the board. Mu naught I by 4 pi, x is r by 2 into, again size 60 is 2 into, sin 60 is root 3 by 2. 2 cancels here, and here also 1 2 cancels. The final answer I can write for this as mu naught I pi cancelled, mu naught I divided by 2 cancelled, pi cancelled, 2 r, that is 2 into 3 is 6r. This 3 into 2 here, 6r. It is into the board plus mu naught I, 2 cancelled, 2 if it get taken here, mu naught I by 2 pi r into root 3. This root 3 remain mu naught I root 3 by 2 pi r. It is out of the board. According to the final answer, the given in the options, you can rearrange them. But I given this is the field due to the arc portion and this is the field due to the straight line portion. This used for arc and this used for the straight line portion. Sin 60, x is r by 2. Substituted and we got the answer to that. Let us take another example. So this may be the center. This x, this is theta and this also theta. The outer angle is at 2 pi minus theta. Current flowing in the direction. It is anti-clockwise current I. You know, field produced by this will be outward. And here also the current flowing, but it takes the current. So current is opposite here. As the current comes and flow through this in the opposite direction, where we see that it also produces the field outward. B2 is out of that. So next field at the center, if you want, that is B1 plus B2. Both are outward. So how much this is? I use for B1 magnitude mu naught I theta by 4 pi r relation if r is the radius of the circle. Mu naught I by 4 pi r into 2 pi minus 2 theta. This is the angle for the entire arc length from here to this covers the length of this much, as the angle formed by that length is 2 pi minus 2 theta. 2 pi minus 2 theta because total angle is 2 theta. So this finally can be written as mu naught I into pi minus theta by 2 pi r out of the board. Coming to the magnetic field second, you want first to find the value of x. X if you need, it is r, theta. X by r, that x is equal to r cos theta. Because this is the angle theta here. So therefore, I am using the relation mu naught I by 4 pi x into sin theta plus sin theta it is. It's theta here they given. X is r cos theta. Mu naught I by 4 pi r cos theta multiplying 2 times 2 sin theta. 2 cancelling here, we get mu naught I tan theta by 2 pi r. Is this second one which gives the value also outward. Add the two. Therefore, net field at the center equal to, I write mu naught I by 2 pi r I keep out, pi minus theta plus tan theta is the possible answer we get here. So the fields, how many think, this two part there, one circular part and other is the straight line portion. For circular part of this and straight line portion, add the two, both are giving the field in the same direction. Let us come to the another example. So now three axes x, y and z, k, I and j. Now the three circular loops. One carrying current I, another perpendicular to x-axis and third perpendicular to y-axis, each carrying current I. If you taken the first one, this produces the field in the k direction out of the plane. If you take this loop which is carrying current y direction and hold like this, it produces the current which you are seeing is anti-clockwise along x. 3 coils carrying the current, same magnitude, having same radius r, but mutually perpendicular. Each one produce the field of same magnitude at the center. If you want field, B into root of I plus j plus k. What is the magnitude of the field is mu naught I by 2r. Mu naught I by 2r into root of I plus j plus k. Suppose you want only the magnitude, it become root 3, 1 plus 1 plus 1. Root 3 mu naught I by 2r is the magnitude. It is in the vector form. If you want in the magnitude, we can write that. So they possible, some examples we have taken about the Biot and Savart law and their applications concerned. Now we can move towards one of the important relation or the concept we have to learn about the Ampere's circuital law. What is this is? It is analogous to the Gauss law in electrostatics, where we have considered a closed surface. Here I am considering a closed loop. I taken a closed loop here. So in this loop, you can imagine the currents which are into the board may be I1, another may be out of the board as I2, another may be I3, I4 and I5, another may be I6, I7 and I8, like that. This is a closed loop we have taken through which all these wires are meshed. This is a closed loop. It is a loop. It encloses certain area. Within that area, we have some current carrying wires which are perpendicular to that area. If this is the area, this is one loop, another loop, third, four, like perpendicular to the area. We have the different loops carrying current inward or outward. We are taken some current elements which cross marks are taking into the board, and whereas dot showing the current out of the board. Within this loop area, there are many current wires, current carrying conductors, straight conductors held current of different magnitudes and different direction. So it gives you the magnetic field together given by them. As like we are understanding the magnetic electric flux in Gauss theorem, here we can estimate the magnetic flux through all these conductors carrying current, because each conductor carrying current producing the magnetic field. The vector sum of all these magnetic field produced which are within the loop can be found out. So suppose for example, if I take this is a small elemental length as a dl, magnetic field also may be produced B and DL are along the same line. This is the elemental length and area enclosed. What the statement is, line integral of magnetic flux density along a closed path in air or vacuum is equal to mu naught times net current or algebraic current, net current passing across the area bounded by the closed path. This statement, what is the net magnetic field along this loop? Net magnetic field, line integral of the magnetic field means I can show in the mathematical form like this. It is the line integral of the magnetic field along this length, closed path, is in air or vacuum is equal to mu naught times the algebraic sum of the currents passing across that area enclosed by that closed path. Within the closed path only we consider the currents. And current, another important term, remember this law holds good for only steady current. Current must be steady and direction and magnitude must be same. In such case, magnetic field produced along this closed path, total by all these which are inside the loop, inside the closed path, crossing that area enclosed by the loop. We are not accounting these two. These two which are outside the loop is not taken here. As like you have studied in electrostatics, Gauss law, we are not accounting the charges which are present outside the Gaussian surface. It is like a Gauss loop, closed loop. It is not a open one and not a surface. It is a loop, area bounded by loop path. We are accounting some current carrying conductors crossing that area, bounded by the path, gives some magnetic field along that closed path, is given by this statement. That is what closed integral along the closed path in air or vacuum is equal to mu naught times the net current means plus or minus. Here current direction, you see the integral part or direction of dl. So I hope like this. When I hold, you see that this holding, fingers are bending in one direction, thumb points the direction of the current. That is taken as positive for this loop. For example, now it is moving like this, the loop is. So if I turn like the direction which I am showing here cross mark, or otherwise I can show here that if the loop is like that loop is running in the clockwise form, current direction is this inside. Now you see the loop. Then I take I is this, mu naught I is positive for this. Suppose the same current, if the line is like, current is same into the board, but I have to hold the like this. Seems to be opposite. Thumb is not pointing the direction, opposite direction. Then it is minus mu naught I. I hope you are little bit understood. With the help of this, I am showing you what is the, as like you have studied in Gauss law, like in this. Let us see what happens mu naught into. Now loop is in this order. So the cross mark is positive. Cross mark is positive. Thumb is pointing the direction of the current. Finger represents, it is in the same sense. The path is in the same sense positive. If it comes in the opposite sense negative. For example, it is coming positive. I am writing as I1 positive. But when you take for I2, the current is opposite. But the path shows opposite to this. Therefore, I hope you are followed now. I2 I am showing with thumb, but length closed path loop is opposite. Therefore, I taken negative, minus I2. I3 is again plus. I4 is minus. I5 is plus. I6 is not considered. I7 is minus. I0 8 is also not considered. This is what I told algebraic summation. Mu naught I1 minus I2 plus I3, it is plus. This magnetic field is plus by this. It is minus, it's plus. It is plus, it is minus, it is minus. Because you view this, that should make the path, the thumb should represent the direction. If the thumb direction is opposite, means if it is same sense, plus. As we see here, it is plus. For the outward current, it is minus. What is the application of this? As like you come think about the Gauss law application. Gauss law also given the electric flux enclosing the closed surface, the charges may be positive or may be negative, or total charges present within the Gaussian surface can give you the electric flux how much. Similarly here, direction of current, magnitude of current is not important. Within the loop area, within this closed path area, how many currents are passing, whether positive or negative, magnitude may be anything. Total magnetic field associated with this length is given by the Ampere's circuital law. And only within, not outside one. This helping, as like in Gauss law, we used the Gauss law to find the electric field of a extended body like a spherical conductor, cylinder or thin wire. Like here also, this can be used to find the magnetic field produced by a straight conductor. That already we derived in the previous video. We have to verify here. We can also derive from this technique very easily using this Ampere's circuital law. Magnetic field surrounding a straight conductor carrying current, or a cylinder, solid or hollow, or a sphere, or it may be the solenoid, toroid, all. What is the magnetic field produced by them? We have to see all of them. Let us see the straight conductor, how produce the magnetic field. I think you have followed. Two things you remember. What is the loop? Closed path must be very carefully have to. Only the current conductor perpendicular to that passing. If the loop taking path and the current directions follow this right hand rule, right hand thumb rule, positive, otherwise negative. Outside currents cannot be accounted. Holds good only for steady current. It is analogous to Gauss law in electrostatic. There we discuss about electric field. Here we discuss about the magnetic field. Magnetic field at a point near a straight conductor carrying current. For this, take it is infinitely long straight conductor carrying the current I. I am considering a point at a distance r from the conductor, perpendicular distance, according to According to the Ampere circuital law, I am imagining a closed loop of radius r. It is a closed path from Ampere circuital law, like KCL, KVL, it is ACL, Ampere circuital law, line integral of the magnetic field B into dl is equal to mu naught I only here, because only one current exists here. The loop, if I taken of this form about the point P, I want to find the field here, how much at a distance r from the conductor. So as any point if you consider at any point the dl and direction of B both are same, theta is 0. Even I extend dot product, I made it separate, B dl cos 0 is equal to mu naught I. Theta is 0 here, B and dl are in the same direction. I taken a small portion, elemental length of the closed path as dl, magnetic field along that direction is, both are same. Cos 0 is 1, B into integral of dl into mu naught I. Right? What is integral of dl? If I extended this loop, how much long it is? If such elements I join together, it becomes a circle perpendicular to the length of the wire of radius r. So this integral of dl become 2 pi r. So integral dl can be written as B into 2 pi r is equal to mu naught I. What is the magnetic field at P then? Mu naught I by 2 pi r. So using Ampere circuital law, we taken this equation, B and dl are in the same direction, B dl cos 0, B is constant, take out, integration of the dl gives you the 2 pi r, the total length of the path. Substituting, we got this. We already derived in the previous video using the mathematical concept, but here this ACL given you directly the answer. Reverse if you go, you can give the proof for the Ampere circuital law. How? I show that also. You have line integral of B dl is equal to mu naught I. I take the left hand side only. It is for the proof, verification of the ACL. If it is 3 marks, the question comes in the board examination, appeared also, state Ampere circuital law and obtain the expression for magnetic field near the point carrying a current carrying straight conductor. So you have to derive this, asked for 3 marks, an important question for board exam. This for your satisfaction, I am proving that in mathematics you are doing this job, reverse order. B dot dl, left hand side I taken as line integral of that. B into dl cos 0, that we already have. So this is equal to B into line integral of dl. Line integral dl is 2 pi r. 2 pi r I write for this. What is B is here? Write that mu naught I by 2 pi r. What is remained is mu naught I. That is nothing but the right hand part. So we verified the Ampere circuital law, but it is not, verification is not asking you, statement explanation may be asking in the board examination for 1 or 2. Significance of that, one significance you will come to know, we can find the magnetic field near a point of a straight infinitely long current carrying conductor is given by mu naught I upon 2 pi r. Just take the ACL, substitute cos 0 integration of dl is 2 pi r, and hence the answer. The derivation is important for board exam, but now I am taking the another near a straight conductor, near a straight cylinder, solid cylinder. Carrying current. This is not for the board exam, it is for JEE and NEET, must require this relation. Imagine a cylinder, infinitely long, solid cylinder. This is the axis. It is current I is carrying the solid cylinder. I taken entirely in every part current is passing through, the net current along the axis of the cylinder is I. For conveniency, I am taking the 3 different layers. One circle is inside. If it is having the radius r, and this is the point 1 about which I want to see the field, and another I take outside that, just at the surface of that. Second one. Third one is still outer one. I can take the another point. Third point. So B3, as here it is B2 and B1 at different points, inside, at the surface and outside. So how to get relation? If you not recall the equation even in the entrance, no time much is necessary. From Ampere circuital law, we use B dot dl is equal to mu naught I, this. Now for the case 1, inside the cylinder, inside solid cylinder, inside the solid cylinder, for which I can write small r is less than r. It is inside. Then substituting for this. However, the path is dl cos 0, b dl cos 0 no doubt happens into mu naught. When I go for the current, I told there are many current loops of this. Every point, total current I am mentioning that is coming out of this, because there is a drifting of electrons from every part as it is a solid cylinder. For the only I have to consider within this circle. That means to find the current, main current, I can say I1 as a main current by area is pi r square. This is the radius, pi r square per unit area. Only account the area of this, whose radius I am considered as a small r. So that is multiplied by pi r square. Distribution of current across this surface. Bigger circle, pi r square carrying the current I. Inner circle carrying the current I1. When I cancelled pi and pi, it become I r square by r square. This I am writing as I1. So integral, when I go for integral, again this one, integration of dl for this one is 2 pi r. Because only I consider the inner one, first one. So if I taken b into 2 pi r is equal to mu naught I r square by r square. So 1 R cancelled, magnetic field B1 at the inner part. B1 equal to mu naught I R divided by 2 pi R square. We got the answer. This is the field inside. Inside the cylinder, solid cylinder, from the center as you move outward, the field goes on increases. At the center, field is 0. At the center, field is 0. Just I write R equal to 0. Field becomes 0 at the center. For R less than R, B is equal to mu naught I R by 2 pi R square. So if I draw a curve, I can show how this varies with R and the magnetic field. B naught is 0 at the center. But you are seeing here R by R square. This suggests B is proportional to R. I and R is constant. Total current and radius of the cylinder is constant. Thus we get up to R. Up to R, it will be a straight line, where I can say that B is proportional to R. Suppose at the surface, when R is equal to R, when you put capital R here, so this R capital 1 cancels, 1 remains here. So if I put capital R, this equation become maximum equal to mu naught I by 2 pi R. If I use capital here at the surface, this is the field maximum appears to be. Maximum. Suppose for any point outside, B equal to mu naught I by 2 pi R. For any R greater than R. For any R greater than R, I make this R as a small r. 1 cancels mu naught I by 2 pi R. It is acts like a thin wire. Already we derived. For which we come to know B is inversely with R. This is the fine curve. For any point inside you observe this. At this surface it is get maximum value, and outside it goes on decreases. See the curve nature. How the field varies, magnetic field varies in case of a solid cylinder. Solid cylinder has the magnetic field inside as good as at the surface, and outside field is 0 at the center. Along the axis is 0. B is 0 and maximum at the surface. Inside the cylinder solid, B proportional to the radius of the cylinder inside. What is the distance from the center? Maximum, and goes on decreases with inversely from the center any distance. From the center to any distance small r. For which R is greater than R. For this R is equal to R. For this R is less than R. The curve we have shown. I show you how for the hollow cylinder also. You understood here how the magnetic field varies in case of a solid cylinder. Only I make a change here. Cylinder solid, I remove and make it as a hollow one. And let us discuss that, what happens. For a straight hollow cylinder. So just imagine this is one cylinder. This is the ocean. This is almost solid part, very thin area. Along the axis. So this distance is A and this distance is B. Now the current I passing through these points. Through them the current passes. Now we have to take the points inside. So this is the area where I can consider this R is less than A, and another point, number 1, number 2, R equal to A, and number 3, R equal to B, and it may be in between. Third one, it is the fourth. R equal to B, it is R greater than A less than B, and fifth, R is greater than B. The different cases how the field is. Again from ACL, most simple law, as like Gauss law in electrostatic we use for this, more helpful in getting the solution and getting the magnetic field. So line integral of B dot dl is equal to summation mu naught I, or this is equal to mu naught I. Again, when I consider a loop, these loops are almost dl and B angle between them theta is 0. Therefore, if I consider the in between, I take for the two, just for the second case, integration of B2 dl cos 0 dl2 equal to mu naught I2. Maybe third one I take, better, in between this almost negligible. So if I want I3, what you can do? Main current is I. What is the thickness here? It is B minus A. Area, if I want to subtract, is B square minus A square is per unit area. Complete circle comes. And what dE it is we taken is R square. R may be anywhere that value, R square minus A square, because it is greater than A. This gives you the current pi. Pi cancels and I3 can be written. So B3 is equal to, into DL3 can be written as a 2 pi R. 2 pi R, because R is the distance we taken generally. Cos 0 is 1. Mu naught into I into R square minus A square by B square minus A square. That is the current we have. Therefore, B3, if you need here, mu naught I R square minus A square by 2 pi R into B square minus A square is the relation obtained. This gives you the magnetic field at any point you required. Suppose you want at the center or in open space inside this hollow space inside the tube. Inside hollow space, if I take B1 for which R is less than A, this becomes 0, because no current at all. I0, the equation becomes 0. There is no current in the R less than A part. No current, no magnetic field. This is a open space. Inside hollow space, no current field is 0. Inside. If you take second, R is equal to A, B2 is equal to mu naught. When R is equal to A also, see, just it is also again becomes 0. Mu naught I into A square minus A square by 2 pi R B square minus A square becomes 0. Just at the inner surface, the field is 0. So this region, within this region, magnetic field is 0. That means R is less than or equal to A. I can say the field is 0. R is less than or equal to A, field is 0. In between you got, then R equal to B substitute. That R equal to B, that B4, mu naught I into R equal to B square minus A square by 2 pi B into B square minus A square. So this becomes simply mu naught I by 2 pi B. B square minus A square cancelled. So which suggests it only depends on B, means at the surface field become maximum. If we go for B5, R greater than B, R greater than B, so mu naught I R square minus A square by 2 pi R into R square minus A square. So this become current distribution maximum up to that only. We cannot distribute the current for larger area than that. Current distribution is up to B. R can take here current distribution. R can take value B maximum. B square minus A square by B square minus A square cancels, and you will get the answer mu naught I by 2 pi R, which suggests B is inversely with R. There is no difference in case of hollow or a solid cylinder. Hollow or solid cylinder carrying current. Same at the surface and outside. Because B is the radius of the cylinder, maximum field, then goes on decreases for any value R greater than B. That cancel. Graph can be shown for this hollow cylinder R versus B. R versus B up to the point B, magnetic field is almost 0. B is 0 inside. B in is 0. Inside the pipe is 0. Hollow pipe cannot carry the magnetic field. But outside goes on decreases with B inversely with R. So finally remember how we used the ACL to find the magnetic field due to a straight conductor carrying current or solid cylinder or a hollow cylinder. In case of hollow cylinder, we come to know inside the pipe, hollow pipe, there is no magnetic field. At the surface maximum and outside goes on decreases inversely with the distance, whether solid or hollow. But solid cylinder carry the magnetic field even inside, but in the hollow it is not present. So this is how these relations are most importantly required for the entrance concerned, and this derivation and explanations are not necessary for the board examination, but more important towards the so one I am showing here the magnetic moment, force on a magnetic pole. Placed near a straight conductor. Conductor carrying current. Let us think this is the current carrying conductor. A pole of strength M, magnetic pole. This produces the magnetic field, you come to know. The field strength dB is given by mu naught I by 2R if R is the radius. So this force, already you know a force experienced per pole strength. Magnetic field at a distance R from the pole of strength M, if you want to be, this is the force experienced per unit pole strength. Therefore, I can write here force is equal to MB, or it may be B, you can call it as magnetic field B produced by the straight conductor. What is the value? Mu naught I M by 2 pi R. Mu naught I by 2 pi R is the force experienced by a pole placed near it. One part. How you come to know? If you have a straight conductor carrying current, it produces a field. The field at this point given by this relation. Pole is placed means it is in the magnetic field. Magnetic pole in the magnetic field should experience a force. They are given by this pole strength M. At a distance R, the force per pole strength is the magnetic field strength both in magnitude and direction that we have taken here. Given force is mu naught I m by 2 pi r. So sometimes the question that is, what is the work done? Work done in taking the pole M through one circle, complete one revolution. What is the work done? Work done can be written as F dot dl integration. The dl is this length. dl is same in the direction, therefore it is extended. F dl integration of f dl cos 0 or f into integral of dl, that is equal to f is mu naught I m by 2 pi r is the force value we have. Work done in taking one revolution round the conductor in the magnetic field, this magnetic pole, into that is a line integral of length is 2 pi r. Cancelling we get mu naught I m. This gives you the work done in taking one round. Work done in taking n round. Suppose I write above. If I want to take n revolution, for n revolution, work done is equal to work done 1 into n, that is n into mu naught I m. So there is a chance that once you place a magnetic pole, you have it experience a force. What is the work done in taking once around the circle around the conductor carrying current is given by f dot dl mu naught I m. For n revolution, mu naught I m into n. And another one important relation I tell you here. You learnt in electromagnetic induction about the electromotive force, the force responsible for the movement of the charges. Magnetic motive force, we define here magnetic motive force. How you know ACL? From ACL, B dot dl equal to mu naught into summation I. You know B by H equal to mu naught. Therefore, I can write mu naught into H dot dl, mu naught into summation I. Mu naught cancels, we got H dot dl equal to summation I. This gives you the algebraic sum of the current which is responsible for magnetic field present. H is a magnetizing field. Line integral of the magnetizing field is numerically equal to algebraic sum of the current across the area bounded by that closed path. This itself is called as a magnetic motive force. Magnetism is generated. How much is understood by the current? It is a force. Already in magnetism I told you, H is only the agent which is responsible for magnetizing the substances. This gives you the strength of magnetizing by the currents. Any substance it can magnetize is given by this. Therefore, it is called as a magnetic motive force. It can magnetize this field. This field produced magnetize the substances. Line integral of magnetizing field along a closed path is numerically equal to algebraic sum of the current in that path within the closed path area, enclosed area enclosing that path. This is what we discussed. We can see the two applications about the solenoid and toroid and application of the ACL other types in the next class. Thank you.